Good evening, comrades. The Premier League is gone. The FPL app sits untouched. The fixture ticker is gathering dust, and our weekends have lost their meaning. We are now deep into the international break. A strange, lonely place. A place where England are about to play Andorra again. And for real though, like, is it just me, or are we always playing Andorra? Are we in a permanent Andorra loop? An Andorran loop. Is Andorra just England's emotional support team? And we're supposed to care about England, you know? We're told we're supposed to watch England. And we're told this is a break, a rest. But I ask, a rest from what? Joy, purpose, captaincy dilemmas? Give me the stress, give me the pain, just don't give me the silence. Tonight, my friends, we resist the darkness. We will laugh at England. We reflect on the chaos of Game Week 3. We whisper plans for Game Week 4 that will inevitably tear up before the Game Week 4 deadline. And we will ask the hard questions. Like, can F1 really fill the FPL void? Welcome to the off-season within the season. The wilderness weeks, the great pause. Welcome to AlfPL, where strategies are dissected and dreams are built. My name is Alf, and it is Monday the 1st of September 2025, and we are mother flipping live. What a day of transfer action we've had. So the agenda tonight, we're going to just go through a bit of the transfer stuff, because there's a lot that's happened today. There's a lot that's happened over the past few weeks. I've got a roundup of all the news, and then what I was thinking was we could do a little just do a little bit of FPL Game Week 4 planning. You know, I'm trying to be a bit more casual with my live shows. So this is the spirit of this, you know, just like jumping on and just having a chat and just saying hi to everyone, you know. So like, come hang out. Let's talk about football. Let's talk about FPL. Let's talk about this crazy day of transfers. And I want to make sure that we are saying hi to everyone. Where are my homies? Okay, we've got in the chat, we've got Ladybug TV. I believe that is Michael Norman, the man, the myth, the legend. Alf is live. I'm live. I am live and direct. Freshly, Niall is in the chat. Good evening, Niall. Lars Hansen. These guys with their great names, you know, Lars Hansen, another bloody good FPL name. Looks like Michael's got his free hit active. Cheeky. FOMO is in the chat. I saw earlier you're wildcarding. I have bookmarked that tweet, FOMO, and we will bring it up. Dave Wilshire is in the chat. Yes, Dave. Hope you're doing well, mate. Happy Monday. Edvix. Yes, Edvix. The guy, the man, the myth, the legend, who is Edvix. Great to have you here, my friend. So, I think there's only one place to begin, really. The transfer deadline happened about 35 minutes ago. I had Sky Sports in my ear for most of the day, and I do have a breakdown of everything that's happened. So I'm going to run through it with Jarl. Right. So Mark Gahey, it looks like the paperwork is in. It's going to happen. Mark Gahey is going to be a Liverpool player. 35 million fee agreed between Liverpool and Crystal Palace. Gahey's undergoing a medical in London. That happened, and he was successful with his medical. He's set to sign a 5-year contract. What a player Liverpool are getting. We'll get into that a little bit later. Isak to Liverpool is done as well. 125 million pounds, English pounds, for Alexander Isak. I mean, what a thing. Again, we'll get into that in a bit. Liverpool are getting some money back. It looks like they got Mark Gahey for free. They sold Harvey Elliott to Aston Villa for 35 mil, and then they spent that money on Gahey. Is that how that's gone down? So like Liverpool are just cooking, you know, absolutely cooking. They've had a bloody good transfer window. Joe Gomez to AC Milan. The arrival of Gahey may see Gomez. I don't know if that's real. Did Joe Gomez? Because that's the first I've actually heard of that. Did Joe Gomez go to AC Milan? I thought he was backup for Van Dijk as well. Let's have a look. Joe Gomez stays. Okay, 7 hours ago. I mean, it's not even news. Looks like my AI bot's a little bit late with the news there. JD Canvot to Crystal Palace. I don't know much about that deal. We know about Madueke. We know about Kepa. It's just some old stuff there. Arsenal, yeah. Arsenal had a big... Did Arsenal get their guy? There was... I forgot his name. What did Arsenal get done today? They are my team, so I'll just pay them a little bit of attention. I forgot his name. What is his name? What? Come on, Martinelli did not go to Saudi Arabia. Are you kidding me? I didn't know Reyes had passed away. I'm not in the know. Clearly, I'm not ITK. I didn't know Reyes had passed away. That's mad. There's a guy, he's a defender, CB. Who can tell me who Arsenal signed? Did it happen in the end? Congratulations, Arsenal deadline day. I'm pretty sure it happened. Okay, I'm not seeing... Does anyone know who I'm talking about? Yeah, Hikapi, that's it. Is that how you say it? Hikapi. Yes, nice one now. I knew someone would know. We got 59 people watching across X and YouTube, which is incredible. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. This one's for you. Absolute legends. I got the little news ticker happening on the bottom as well. Isn't my show just looking highly produced right now? By the way, this is all me. I'm self-taught. If anyone wants to get in on this like YouTube game and wants a bit of advice on any of this stuff, hit me up because I know a thing or two. And all I did was just like learn it all on YouTube, you know. I'm having a ball. So Gahey's happening. Now, I did have something I wanted to say about Liverpool, and it is madness. The amount of stuff that they have got done. I saw these two tweets earlier from FPL Andy and FPL General. And it is absolutely crazy. Like, what are they cooking at Liverpool? What are they cooking? Like, the stew is on. You know what I mean? They started with a base of Florian Wirtz. They just sprinkled in some Florian. You know, 116 million of silky chaos in midfield. Then, you know, they dropped a bit of Frimpong into the pot. Like, the perfect Trent successor. Just spicy enough. 30 mil, sure. Drop some Frimpong in there. They tossed in Ekitike, a forward to replace Darwin finally. Darren Noodles, as we like to call him. And it looks like he's legit. He's actually finishing chances. You know, they sprinkled in a bit of Kirkez. Leone coming in, a wonder kid. Mamadashvili for the absolute madness between the sticks. And now, just when the aroma was settling, just when we thought the stew was done and ready to be eaten, they popped in Isak and they diced in a bit of Mark Gay. They've added chicken, a bit of lemon, you know what I mean? A stock cube of violence, a stock cube of cheating. They have to be cheating. Like, how have they done this? The pot's bubbling, the flavors are marrying. I don't know about you, but this smells like a title-winning casserole, seasoned superbly. Like, give them the league. Give them the league. It's done. Forget about 25-26. It's elite culinary warfare at this point. You know what I mean? Arne Slot's red-hot recipe for dominance. They've got depth. And we'll cover this in a little bit. I've got a tweet. They have depth. They've got chaos. They have done business. The Premier League, it's done. Stick a lid on the pot. Let it simmer. Because when this squad settles, it's curtains for everyone. It's absolute curtains. I've got these little sound effects that I've added as well. Like, if things are like real dramatic. I like that one a lot. And I got some booms. But yeah, Liverpool really have cooked. And imagine what the rest of Europe are thinking about the Premier League at this point. Like, it is the greatest league. We all know that. It's the greatest football league that's ever been. Just imagine what the European teams are thinking of the Premier League right now, this evening. Like, what could they possibly be thinking? Just like, what is that? Like, what is happening over there? And Grok's quite good for this, actually. So I use Grok every now and again. I don't know if you guys use it. And not just for like asking questions for tweets. I do like that feature. But if I was to just ask, what a crazy summer transfer window for the Premier League. What are other leagues thinking about the Premier League after all its dominance? I'll put that, sure. Because it is dominant. And financial power. Alright, let's just see what it says here. Because the cool thing about Grok is that it scrapes Twitter for like opinions, and I like that a lot. I really like that feature. I'm a big like scrape fan, you know. So it's just having a little think here. But it's going to basically say like everyone is saying how crazy it is, how much money the Premier League is spending. And I saw like a graph earlier, and it is like triple the next league down, like triple. And I think it's La Liga is the next one down for like spending. Triple. Is that fair? How do we feel about that as like Premier League fans? 81 people watching across X and YouTube this evening. Hope everyone is doing well. If you haven't already, please give the stream a like and please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Look at this. Grok's just having a good old think about this. Just whilst that's cooking. This has come from the touchline 1 hour ago. There is a fear that Oliver Glasner could walk if Crystal Palace sell Mark Gahey. And it looks as though that has 100% happened in terms of Gahey going to Liverpool. So we could see Glasner just walk out of Crystal Palace. Is that even possible? Would a manager do that? I doubt it, because they walk away from the money. He might just be saying that, you know? Maybe he said it's me or him. Or the other way around, you know what I mean. Grok's still having a think. Look at it, it's looking at all the big Twitter accounts. This is going to be a fantastic answer. There's Javier. Here we go. Right, let me read this out because this is going to be fantastic. Like Schadenfreude, however you say it. The 2025 summer transfer window has indeed been a whirlwind for the Premier League, with clubs splashing out over 2.7 billion euros in gross spending. 2.7 billion euros. More than the combined totals of La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga and League One. More than the combined totals of the next 4 leagues. This continues a trend of financial dominance driven by massive broadcast revenues, nearly double those of La Liga or the Bundesliga, and aggressive squad investments, leaving other European leagues grappling with the implications. Opinions from rival leagues often centre on envy, frustration over market distortion, and calls for stricter financial regulations like UEFA's FFP to level the playing field. Here's a breakdown based on comments from officials, executives, and analyses across the major leagues. Tibas, the guy from La Liga, saying the PL has doped the market, inflates transfer fees and wages, making it harder for Spanish clubs to compete for top talent without risking financial penalties under stricter domestic rules. It mentions Man City. We wonder about Man City. Bundesliga voices express concern over the growing financial gap, which they say erodes competitiveness and makes the German league less appealing internationally. Oliver Kahn has lamented that the Bundesliga's media rights revenue is only a fraction of the Premier League's, limiting their ability to match PL spending and leading to a more predictable domestic title race. Like, everyone's flipping out about the Prem. And I saw, like, if I do football league spending by country, just see if we can get a nice little graph here. I mean, look at this. Look at that. If you like the cool thing about my live, my show here is that I can just pull images on. All right, that looks a bit janky, but just bear with me a second. Pace settings, and we'll just make that. Okay, there we go. All right, so I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is wild. That's absolutely wild, isn't it? Like, the Prem's just killing. Like, are we killing football? Is this what's happening? I mean, I'm into it. You know, as a proud Premier League man, it's the thing that I'm most proud of as an Englishman. Is this what I wanted? You know, like, are we the Death Star? And now these guys are all the Rebel Alliance. I'm wondering. But it is fascinating times, that's for sure. We got some legends in the chat, so I just want to say hi. I see Colm, I see George. Let's see who else has joined us this evening. Anyone else notice getting a little bit autumny, a little autumnal outside? I love it. It's my favourite season. Zeitgul's in the house. Yes, great to have you here, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Have you recovered from your hangover? That's what we all want to know. Yeah, but Colm is about. Yes, Colm, great to have you here, my friend. Welcome back. Yeah, George, the wife's good. She's taken on bed duty tonight, so she's feeling better. And I wouldn't have let her do that if she wasn't feeling good. So yeah, things are all good. It's been it was a really, really rough weekend though. Like, one of the hardest. I just had to take everything on. For all you dads out there, like, you're absolute heroes in my eyes. Like, I don't know how people do more than one kid, because I'm struggling with one. You know, like, it's hard. You just have to give everything up. You know, you just have to. I'm quite naturally selfish. I'm my own worst critic, right? I know myself well. I'm very selfish quite naturally, but I try to counteract that because I'm aware of it, which makes me not selfish, if that makes sense. But at the same time, like, having a kid and responsibilities and a family changes you in every sense. Like, it's not about you. You know, you have to be selfless. It's hard. Like, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. every day. Literally 5 a.m. every day. I'll do the stream tonight. I'll get into bed. I'll be on until 8:30ish, and then I'll get into bed and I'll get up at 5, and it all starts again. And I got a full-time job. I work in the day, you know, like, going out of my mind. But it's good. Everything's good. I'm doing well. So yeah, Glasner could go, which is pretty mad. I mean, it looks like Gahey is done at this point. So let me just make sure I retweet all these. Here's the spending. Squad cost versus value. So I'm a bit of an idiot. So what I like to do is I like to save this stuff and then pop it into Perplexity and just like get them to break down the data. So let's do that real quick. So what I'll say is, I'll say break this down for me, and what are the key findings? Right, let's see what our AI friends have to say about this this amazing looking visualization that we just saw. So Arsenal lead with a squad value of 315 million, higher than what they spent, showcasing top transfer efficiency and value creation. Brighton 150 mil, Man City 137 mil. Significantly exceeded that outlay, indicating effective scouting, player development, or canny deals. Crystal Palace, Liverpool, and Fulham feature solid value gains, all over 70 mil above spend. Let's just say, like, who's in trouble? Who's in trouble? Manchester United paid 1.1 bill. Team now valued at just 769 mil for a net loss of, oh wow, Man United, man. Manchester United paid £1.1 billion. Team now valued at just 769 million for a net loss of 322.9 million. This points to expensive signings losing value and underperforming player investments, putting huge financial and competitive pressure on management. Chelsea spent 1.2 bill, squad currently valued at 1 billion, with a 227 million gap. Poor transfer outcomes and failed big money deals leave the club exposed to scrutiny and potentially challenged in future transfer dealings. West Ham, Bournemouth and Spurs also show negative gaps. So if you're interested in the financial aspect of football, this is all very important stuff. And there are some teams here in the red, so to speak. Man United being the worst, man. They're at the bottom of this league, if you will. We knew it was bad, but this is really bad. But they'll always be okay because they have, you know, decent revenue, right? Revenue streams. The biggest club in the world. That's what they tell me. So that's madness. Liverpool summer transfer window. Again, we talked about them cooking. Isak, 125 mil. Florian Wirtz, 116 mil. Hugo Ekitike, 69 mil. Kirkheads was 40 mil. Gahey's 35. Frimpong just under 30. Leone, the star boy, 26 mil. I don't know much about this pesky guy, or Pesci, should you say. I think Freddie Woodman is the third choice goalkeeper, right? 442 million spent by Arne Slot and his team and his club in the summer transfer window. That is historic. Historic spending by the Reds. They've won the league. Slotaholic, a generational deadline day. Biblical. Absolutely wild. Happy deadline day, everyone. A fantastic bit of history here, featuring my favourite Sam Allardyce. How long was he the England manager for? Was it a month? Look at him. Lunatic. Absolute pre-internet lunatic here. Just on a Sky Sports live show. It is so absurd. Football inflation is crazy. 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo went to Real Madrid for 90 million euros. In 2025, Nick Voldemort went to Newcastle for 90 million euros. And we are calling him Voldemort, right? I think it's Voldemade or Voldemade. I don't know quite know how to say his name, but I'm going with Voldemort. Remember the name. Stay Hoa. If no idea what's going to happen. This Gahey deal collapses. The player who was the ultimate pro won't get a move to the Champions, and the fella who kicked off and did what he had to do got what he wanted. If clubs are going to F players over, players will and should do what they've got to do. Huge tweet here from Stay Hoa. I'm not sure who he is. I'll give him a follow because I'm retweeting his stuff. That's the rules. But a really big tweet there, and it's fair play, right? That is fair. Now, did Gahey get done? Is there an update? We wondered to ourselves. We must keep an eye on this news. Three hours ago, come on. Gahey was respectful, and now he's not. Okay, some people are saying he's not got his move, but that was like an hour ago. Okay, so they got their deal sheet submitted, so I think it is done. I think it's done. I think Gahey is going to be a Liverpool player. But an absolutely massive tweet there from Steve. Just give Liverpool the league title now. We covered that one, didn't we? FPL managers, yeah. Martian, we did that one as well. Got a retweet. Some FPL characters here. Can't wait for the window to close at 7 p.m. so I can delete this app off my phone again. It's hard to realise how toxic and dopamine-fueled this app has become until you take a break from it. Laptop access is not enough for me. You know, I don't have too much of a problem with X. I'm on X quite a bit, to be fair. You know, it's how I kind of hang out with all of you guys. But I find like YouTube Shorts dangerous. Like I sit down for a wee, right, and I get my phone out, and I instantly, like, it's almost like my thumb goes to the YouTube app, and I'm weeing for about 5 minutes. I'm having a sit down wee, and I'm weeing for about 5 minutes. And I don't need to wee. I'm not actually physically weeing for 5 minutes. I'm just watching shorts. And then I realise that I'm sitting there. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, it's actually dangerous. For real. I really find that YouTube is a danger. Whereas X for me, I could leave it. You know, I don't mind not going onto X. But it looks like this guy is not happy with it, and fair play. X gets a lot of stick, gets a lot of rap these days. A bit about Manchester United. I'm thinking about starting a little charity or a little, a little something for Man United fans. I'm thinking about calling it like "Reach Out to a Man United Fan," you know, because they're going through a lot at the moment, and they've been humbled, and it's been a really rough 10 years for them. And I just think it's important that if you do have a Man United, supporter who's a friend, just reach out to them, say hi, make sure they're okay, because things are rough. Having said that, in the Premier League, in the transfer window, Shesko I don't like saying his name, I find it hard. Shesko, 66 mil. Cunha in for 62.5. Brian Unbuemo, 65 mil. Lamens 80 mil. So Lamens got done today and then out. I think they wanted to probably sell more of the bomb squad, but Rashford's gone on loan. Anthony's done for 25 mil. Wow, they lost, what, 50 mil on Anthony? Jadon Sancho, Sanchovi, as I like to call him, on a loan deal. Garnacho 40 mil. These are horrendous figures for Man United's outgoings. And then Højlund loan and obligation. Horrendous. Rashford is easily worth 60 mil. You guys agree with that? 50 mil tops. Anthony, he didn't help himself. 25, it can't be 25 million. It has to be 40, surely. I don't know what the value of Sancho is nowadays, but he should definitely be going for about 30 mil, 30, 40 mil. Garnacho's got to be 50, 55. They've lost a lot of money here, and it's because their hands are tied. They have lost all leverage because everyone knows they need to sell these players. And it's just bad club management. They've absolutely fumbled the notice over at Man United. What a downfall. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Man United ruined my childhood. So as a part of me that's just sort of like flame on, let's go. But at the same time, got to be rough. Got to be rough for the fans out there. Casper, I'm happy with the summer United had. Sheshko. Is it Sheshko? Mbeumo, Cunha and Lamens got rid of the death squad. Only Malacia left. Malacia is still a Man United player. It's absolutely crazy. Next summer, Casemiro, Maguire and Heaton contracts end. We replace them by Belieber, New CB and 34-year-old GK. I think that's a bit tongue-in-cheek there at the end. TWH, I love this guy. FPL TWH. United accept they can't do everything in one window. Is this effing rage bait? Because if so, it worked. Maybe if we moved faster and didn't F around spending 2 months saving 1 mil on Mbeumo, another month on Lamens and another on Sheshko, they would have got it done. Clowns. And they could have got a midfielder in. They didn't. And this is from Chris Wheeler. Understand that United did inquire about a loan for Conor Gallagher, but Atletico Madrid only willing to sell. In the end, United accept they can't do everything in one window. And midfield is just poor. It's just so poor, isn't it? It's so poor for Man United. They can't do everything in one window. What are they... What? What? Like, what is going on? What is going on with this club? FOMO, he's in the chat. Best friend of the channel. Oh, sod it. He's playing his wild card. And I think I put this into I should have put this into the FPL planning bookmark bucket, but it's in the international break bucket. That's not a problem. It looks like FOMO is absolutely wild carding before game week 4. I respect it. We'll talk about FPL in a sec. United's ideal. Oh, this is just too much. This is actually just too much, this one. Okay, I'm going to read this out. I've got my sound effects ready. United's idea was to do a permanent swap deal for Sancho and Emi Martinez, but Sancho refused to go on a permanent deal. I'm going to repeat that. United's idea was to do a permanent swap deal for Sancho and Emi Martinez, but Sancho refused to go on a permanent deal. And you know why? It's because he's on that 300k a week contract and he doesn't want to get out of it. He is an absolute... I don't want to... I'm in a public forum, so I don't want to be like rude or say something like really nasty, but this guy is going to football hell with Danny Drinkwater. Do you know what I mean? Like, who else is in this category of just career ended, just absolute money grabbing? Look at his little silly face. Look at him, 300k a week, and he didn't want to go on a permanent deal because he wants to keep his wages, his 300k a week. He just played Man United. He's cost Man United 150 million. If you look at some of these comments, I want to be careful because, okay, they're some pretty wild comments. I don't think I should share the comments because it's just like you don't know what's going to be said, right? I don't want to get into any of that negativity, but he is an absolute. He's a barcode. He's a barcode FC. He should be playing on the right at Barcode FC. He's just in it for the money. He doesn't care about football whatsoever. He's living the dream. He's living the absolute dream. We all wanted to be footballers. I wanted to be a goalkeeper when I was younger. I was really good in goal. Would have been an incredible thing in my life to be a footballer. This guy is an absolute joker. But he's going to Aston Villa, and I can't say I'm going to get him into my FPL team. I can't say that I think he's going to do well at Aston Villa. I feel like there are like fireworks going off outside, and I'm wondering if that's because it's transfer deadline day. It's the only thing I can think of. Anyway, Sanchovi. Jadon Sanchovi. Jason Sanchez. Good riddance. Good riddance for Man United. I'm not a Man United fan. Why am I saying good riddance? He's staying in the Premier League. Absolutely crazy. Sad times. This is Liverpool's squad depth. This is Liverpool's squad depth. Do you think this warrants some sound effects? Like, let me say it again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liverpool's squad depth. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat this evening on Monday, the 1st September 2025, what you're seeing on screen here is Liverpool's squad depth. Isak up top, Ekitike, Gakpo on the left as a backup, Salah on the right, Wirtz, Jones is an amazing player. Jones is a great player, should be playing in a first team somewhere. He's back up to Wirtz. Then you've got this crazy midfield where Gravenberch doesn't even start. Kirk is on the left. What a season he had. He'll come good, I'm sure of it. Van Dijk, Konate, and then Gahey, I think, will start playing for Konate. And then Frimpong and Bradley. Like, Bradley would start most teams in the Premier League. He's just on the bench, and he's probably having a ball, just loving life. He's just ready to try and get his place. You know, ready to compete. What a well-run club! It is mad. Liverpool are just, it's it. Guys, it's done. It's over. It's over. It's absolutely, Premier League's done. It's done. It's done and dusted. It's absolutely ended. Lindelof, yeah. Let's have a look at some chats. Who else have we got in here tonight? Geddy, yes mate, I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing well. Geddy FPL, the legend. Lima's in the chat as well. Great to have you here. Noble Gent, yes Dan. Some of my old faves coming in to say hi. I love that. Haven't seen Noble Gent for bloody ages. We're on 106 people watching across X and YouTube. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Bit of an ask, if it's all right with everyone. Could you lads and ladies go to X and just retweet my stream for me? What I'll do is I'll find it. Let's see if we can get the numbers up. If you guys are cool with this. I don't like asking for stuff like this, but this is just more of like an experiment. So what I'll do is I'll just put it under the under my pinned tweet. Let's see how many people we can get watching on X this evening. I've just popped it under my pinned tweet. If you guys could give it a like and a retweet. Let's see how many people we can get onto this thing. A bit of fun. A little bit of fun. We're on 87 views on X at the moment. So let's keep an eye on that. Anyway, Liverpool squad depth is madness. It's a mad ting, as the kids say. It's a mad ting. Wild. Also, just went and beat Arsenal yesterday. West Ham views. Also, can we agree this TWAT, not saying the word, is a stain on football used by players, clubs and agents, was given his god status by the industry. He's a journalist, that's all. Just F's everything up and is paid to do it. That's from West Ham Views. Now, is there something to be said for clubs just getting in touch with Fabrizio? Is this the new tapping up? Do you know what I mean? Like, is this how people tap up players in this day and age? Are they getting in touch with Fabrizio, giving him 100k and saying, mate, could you tweet this please about this player? There's so much power now across social media, it's crazy. Is Fabrizio good for footy? I don't know. It seems to me that he is playing into that sort of agent player power angle. If you look at how Visser has acted, you look at how Isak has acted, you know, Gyökeres, similar. Are we now seeing the formula for players to get out of their contracts? Is it defined now? Is this what we're going to see? Are contracts worth anything in this day and age? Is Fabrizio helping? Is he not helping? These are all things that we need to keep an eye on for our beloved game. FPL T-Rex is in the house. Let's just see. I want to make sure that I'm saying hi to everyone and answering questions. FPL T-Rex, how are you, mate? If you're asking me that, I'm good, man. I'm really good, having a good time. My plan tomorrow, guys, is to get up at 4:40 in the morning and go for a run, and then do dad life from 5:30 because my son wakes up early. That's what I'm thinking. That's in my plan for the next 12 hours. So I'll keep you posted. I'll certainly be tweeting a picture of myself post run if that does take place. T-Rex got 800% red arrow. Should we talk a bit about FPL? Game week 4 planning. There's so much to go over. There's not enough time. Check this out from Fantasy Football Scout. If you play your free hit now, you could have 5 Liverpool players facing Burnley in FPL Game week 4. That feels really fun to me. If you play your free hit now, is this possible? I'm going to get the app up and try this. Do I just do this? Who's on free hit at the moment in the chat? Are you tempted by something like this? So, João Pedro, I'm just going to do João Pedro. Why don't I do it on screen? Let's do it with you, with y'all. Transfers. We're going to do João Pedro out. And we need to make sure that we're keeping an eye on... Okay, so it's Guehi and Isak in. So I've already got Salah. Alright, so for this one, we need to add in Isak. Alright, yeah, he's still a Liverpool player. Newcastle player, sorry. And then, who else was it? Gakpo, Ekitike. I mean, do you play Ekitike and Isak? Probably not, right? And then Salah. And then if we do Aina out for Guehi. This is crazy. This is actually a real thing. Guehi Crystal Palace. And the final piece of the puzzle was Gakpo. If you're on free hit, is this something you would consider? 5 Liverpool players. Wild scenes. Isak going nuts here. So this is going to be the from game week 13. This is a big run of fixtures for Liverpool Football Club where Isak will inevitably be playing a lot of minutes. Is that tempting? Probably. Get a few Liverpool players in for that run, right? You love to see it. Look at this. Game week 13, West Ham. Game week 14, Sunderland. Game week 15, Leeds. Game week 16, Brighton. Game week 17, Tottenham. Game week 18, Wolves. So I'm just messing about with my sound effects. Also, I'm sure you can hear the fireworks. I think deadline day fireworks are happening outside my window. It just has to be. There's no other explanation for it. Teams you need to consider players from during the international break. Bournemouth, like the look of Senesi. I like the look of Senesi. I'm thinking about him myself. Palace, Richards, Munoz, Sarr, Mateta. Liverpool, VVD, Gakpo, Isak, not yet. Forest skip this week, but next week would. Spurs, Vicario, Porro, Richarlison. Some good fixtures there for the long term. So if you are playing your wild card, I suspect there's going to be a lot of these players in your team. In terms of team stuff, I just want to make sure I'm just going to cover my stuff real quick. I got a big red arrow, but I'm okay about it. It's 1.3 mil down. That Bruno goal killed me. I was watching that game and I was just, it was already a pretty rough weekend, and then that happened. I was just like, oh, this is rubbish. Like, what a rubbish day. It could be worse, right? So it's all good. I've seen some absolute horror shows out there, so I'll take it. And my squad's looking really good. I've got 2 free transfers going into game week 4. So all good. I got Sarr in right before he scored, which is great. Love that. There's a name in the chat I've not said hi to. Papalotopus. Great to have you here. Good evening. Gay to Liverpool deal collapse. Article just out. Is real? Is that real? Is that actually? Did that happen? Is that actually true? Is that real? Come on. Could you link me the article? If you've... We're not getting gay here. Gosh, this is mad. Let's just see if we can find some news here. Is Gahey to Liverpool on or off at this point? And I'll say 2017 PM. So this is live. Perplexity is normally live, so this should give us some news. It's unresolved and in serious doubt, though a deal was agreed and medical was... I'll drink some water, sorry, one sec. Oliver Glasner, Palace's coaches, but excuse me, publicly stated Gahey would not be allowed to leave unless a replacement arrived, which did not occur by deadline. Although documents were lodged for last-minute processing, reporting at end after the 7 PM deadline widely expects Gahey to remain at Palace due to the failed search for a successor. No official Liverpool announcement. There is no official confirmation from Liverpool or major football reporting services. Wow. It appears to be off as of this moment. Deal is off. Looks like Gahey to Liverpool is not happening. I'm loving this. I'm loving this sound effects. But the booms are great, very subtle. Just when, you know what I mean, when I say something important or like that I deem interesting, like I could say it for a lot of things. For example, like just hypothetically speaking, game week 4 deadline is upon us. Boom, look at that. Dramatic effect. Dramatic effect, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look. How many viewers have we got? 139 viewers across X and YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure it is to have you all here. Thank you very much for coming to say hi. My name is Alf, if you don't know me already. I'm alright, you know, just a sort of football fan slash average FPL manager. Just kind of, you know, going through life with you guys, you know, just watching some footy. All I really want to do is watch the Prem, you know. Everything else just kind of gets in the way a bit. And then we have to put up with England this weekend as well. I might hate watch England this weekend. If I do a hate watch, would you guys tune in and like a watch along? Would you go? Because I've not done a watch along yet, and I'm quite intrigued to see how it goes. But if you think that if that's something that you might want to come and join in on, let me know and I'll make it happen on Saturday. We might as well. You know, we got to keep busy, right? Who's beating England? Mate, we're playing Andorra again. We're playing Andorra again. Geddy, is it just me or are we always playing Andorra? Huge game. It's just like every international break, we're always playing Andorra. It's a conspiracy, I swear. Like, I'm gonna let's myth bust this. Why are England always seeming to be playing? Oh no, wait, that's a bad use of the English language. Seemingly, I like that. Always seemingly playing England in football. Am I crazy? Question mark. Right, let's see what this comes up with. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I'm such an idiot. How have I just messed that up? How? Come on. I meant Andorra. I'm such an idiot. My brain's just mush. I meant Andorra. Okay, let's have a look. England seems to play Andorra frequently in football because both teams are often drawn together in World Cup or European Championship qualifying groups, not because of any special arrangement or rivalry. Andorra is a regular participant, so it's a coincidence. How many times have we played them in the last 25 years? Let's do that. Yes, it's largely coincidence due to UEFA's random group draw system. 7 times in official matches. Okay, 7 times in 25 years. That is a lot, isn't it? And they never make any of the tournaments, so that is quite a lot. Okay, so the news here is that Gay's move is off. If you guys could all just go onto my my X account and retweet the stream. I want to try this out. I've just pinned it. I've pinned it to my profile. If you guys could retweet my stream, let's see how many bloody viewers we can get up to on X. I'd love it if we can hit like 250. Do you know what I mean? Just an experiment, social power and all that. So for FPL Game Week 4, what I'm actually thinking is, I think I'll roll the transfer at this point. I did sack her out. That's not up to date. I did sack her in for Saar. It looks like Saar's a little bit injured as well, which is a bit of a concern. What's wrong with him? Okay, it's got Saar playing, so it shouldn't be a problem. Palmer should be back as well, shouldn't he? So actually, I think I'd be playing Palmer for Game Week 4 as well. Salah captain, Burnley away, makes sense. I like this team. There's not really much wrong with this team, is there? Have Nottingham Forest lost their mojo, though? You know? Are these things that we need to think about? Here are the DEFCON leaders. Love this. Look at the DEFCON leaders. Van Dijk, DEFCON monster. Senesi, Vandenberg, Lacroix, Tarkovsky, Keane. Some big players here. Senesi is on my hit list, 100%. Best opponents. Aston Villa. I don't understand this second graphic. This one I get. I don't understand this though. Best opponents in the position to play versus them. CB versus Bournemouth. CB versus Liverpool. Alright, so player CB versus Aston Villa. Is that what it's saying? DEFCON's a very interesting element of the game. I'm really liking it actually. I think it's been really, really superb. FPL Foxy's tagged me in something. Oh wow. Any new contract signed will have release clauses. He's going somewhere big, isn't he? One particular, is he going to City? Foxy just added me to that. Yeah, and also Foxy, I've got to make sure it was for FPL Alf. I made a hashtag earlier for FPL Alf. Is that it? Yes. If you ever want to tag me into a tweet or something that I'll bring on stream, just do for FPL Alf, like how Foxy's done. Yeah, Lamens has gone to United. That's great. That's great stuff. I'm very happy for you, Foxy. I think you guys deserve that news. Belabor did not go to United in the end, but I respect it. It looks like he'll be going in the summer next year. Muwani is now a Tottenham player. That's done. And what else has he cooked up for me here? Yeah, Lamens is a Man United player. Nice one, Foxy. That is the hashtag working. Love that. Absolutely fantastic there from FPL Foxy, as always. Let's keep a little 149 watching across X and YouTube. Absolute legends. Thanks everyone for coming to say hi. It is a pleasure. I am going to try and go live every night for a while. It's just, I really like it. I'm really enjoying it. I like to perfect this kind of view you're seeing on screen. I'm enjoying it as a hobby. And it's good to just hang out. You know, I don't have a social life because we just look after our kid at the moment. So this is my sort of the social aspect of my life at the moment, which is a bit sad. But you know, I just got to be around for my son. So yeah, guys, if you go to my X account and just repost the stream on top, that would be super appreciated. So I think in terms of players for game week 4, if we just go to points predictor for game week 4, Mateta is shouting out to me a bit. You know, I'd like to get him in, and I actually could do that if I sold Palmer. Could get Mateta in and then downgrade, maybe get Semenyo in. Can I do Semenyo and Mateta in? Because that would be a little bit spicy. If I do Palmer out and Guiu out, that gives me 18.2. Where is he? Where is he? Where's Mateta? There he is. Mateta 7.5 mil. And then I've got 10.7 mil. Wow. Okay, that is definitely doable. And then I could do Palmer out. I like Mateta, you know. Oh, Palmer out for Gakpo. Stop it. Stop it. Is that doable? That's totally doable, isn't it? I got more than enough money for that. But then is Gakpo's minutes a little bit in jeopardy because of Isak coming in? That's quite spicy, isn't it? Look at that team. How have I done this team? I've not used any transfer. I've used one transfer in game week 3. This team is a little bit, is saying something to me. I will have to do it. Are you talking to me, Loma? About my Chelsea players. I was also thinking about Caicedo, you know. I really like Caicedo. Let's have a look at midfielders specifically. Gakpo is expected. Oh man, Gakpo. Gakpo or Semenyo. I like Gakpo, you know. That is a banging team. That is a Haaland-proof team there. Mateta, Gakpo in, Palmer and Guiu out. That makes so much sense to me. I'm gonna screenshot that. What are you guys thinking for your teams? If you want to send me your teams on X, I'll bring it on screen on the stream. Michael Norman, 1 Liverpool, 2 Arsenal. It's too early to predict the Premier League table. Crystal Palace, we are only 3 games into the season. That's a good tweet. Michael's a good lad. Hope you're doing well, Michael, if you're listening. Fantastic. Let's go through some comments. I think we're gonna do a watch along for England by the looks of things. England versus Andorra. Let's just have a quick look at when it is. England, Andorra. Tickets. I'm not gonna see that game. It's 5 p.m. on Saturday. That is very doable, you know. Just do a hate watch of England on Saturday. I'll have to speak to my wife and see if that's doable, but right now I'm quite keen for that. I've never done a watch along, so that would be new ground for me. All right, and then let's have a quick look. Yeah, fair play to Gahey, Mark Gahey. Yeah, I agree. I think he just did really well, right? Scored that goal yesterday. Been playing a model player, a role model for children in the game. England playing England. Yeah, man, I'm tired. Monday done, Foxy. You know it. FPL Foxy's doing free hit 4. Free hit 4, Foxy. You get 4 Liverpool players in if you want. With Isak. Isak has not been updated on the app. Dave Wilshire. They must be sick of us. Yeah, those Andorrans are just sick of England. And we'd always just beat them. It would always be like 3-1, wouldn't it? It's like 3-1, 2-1. Michael Owen. Michael Owen goal. Harry Kane goal. Saar held his hamstring after his dive, but was very happy in the post-match interview from FPL Traction. That's a good little sentence like that. Very happy in the post-match interview. I'm literally holding up the tail for FPL HQ. Yeah, FPL HQ, you boys, you guys have to shape up on the old hashtags. Tag me into your posts, boys. Caicedo is amazing, 20 plus. Yeah, I really like Caicedo's goal. I think he is. I think he's one of those. Declan Rice is another one of those. Paulinia is another one of those. We covered these a little bit previously. I just need to pull the trigger on one, just for a little test, even, you know. Caicedo, set and forget. He's going to start every game, play 90 minutes. Nothing wrong with that. Dave's up to 3.1 mil rank. Love that. Glasgow to United. Boom. Wow, Foxy. I said City earlier. That must have really annoyed you. Sorry, man. Alright, I see some teams coming in. I will have to look at those in a sec. We're on 168 people watching across X and YouTube. That is sensational. If everyone could give the stream a like. If you're watching on X, just pop over to YouTube and hit subscribe on my YouTube channel, please, and thank you. It looks like Elite FPL are also live, which is cool. Those guys are great. Stevo did a -12. Big fan of Elite FPL. I just want to make sure that I'm going through all the comments. Sandry, FPL is 70% luck, no doubt about that. 100%. George sent me his team. Can get Baby Alpha to watch England if you need to get him to sleep. Very good. Very good. Yeah. FPL's like, well, has Caicedo, looks like. That's amazing. Guy has moved back to Chelsea. Yeah, I saw that. That's some wild scenes. Oh, I see what you mean, man. Oh, I see what you mean. Lima, I'm sorry, man, for ignoring that. I completely get what you're saying. So I got Sanchez, Palmer out. Yeah, I need to get rid of... really good point, mate. I really appreciate that. I didn't think about that earlier. Yeah. Okay. So if you got Guiu in your team, guys, you got to be wary of that because he's gone back to Chelsea. Very good looking out. Let's go through some teams because you guys are kind of send them. We'll do it in order. George, my wildcard team, Alf, what do you reckon? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I don't know much about Goodmanson, Leeds defender. But you're a bit of a wild card, aren't you, Georgie boy? So I respect it. This is probably a George wild card pick, this one. You got Isak in your team, you mad lad. Another one with this team, mate. I love Mateta, yeah. Senesi, these are things that I'm thinking as well. Soboslai, in your team. You're doing it. Quite knee-jerk. Is he going to get another... Is he going to score another free kick? Maybe he is. Yeah, I rate that team a lot, George. Nothing wrong with this at all. You got captaincy on João Pedro. That makes sense. Maybe want to think about Salah versus Burnley. Just a thought. Sunderland at home. Could that be a captaincy pick? FPL traction. These fireworks still going off. It has to be deadline day. I'm in central London. Is deadline day, is it that much of a big deal? It can't be, can it? It can't be deadline day. That'd be mental. FPL traction. I'm not sure we've sort of chatted or know each other that well, traction. Good to meet your acquaintance and all that. Great to have you here. Welcome to the Alphaverse. I hope you're well. Happy Monday. Sells in goal. Richards, Van der Ven, Tossin. I think Tossin's going to start now a lot, isn't he? Is it Colwell's out, isn't he? So Tossin's going to be in. Looked pretty attacking. His attacking threats there as well, so I like it. Semenyo, Bruno, Salah, Gakpo. Right. Oh, that's a naughty midfield, isn't it? Say what you want about Bruno. I think is a great pick. I've got him in my draft team against my brother. Me and my older bro, we do a draft where it's really good fun, actually. I recommend it. If you just got a friend that you just want to do a draft with, one-on-one, you just get together, do a FPL draft at the start of the season and just set and forget. So you have to pick, is it 15 players all in? And you just leave it. Can't make any subs. Can't do any transfers. No, you can make subs, but you can't make any transfers. Really, really good fun. Highly recommend it. And I'm killing my brother. He's having an awful time with his team. Mateta, Watkins. Yeah, you might want to think about getting rid of Watkins, right? But his fixtures look great, so it's one of those. When you sell him, he'll inevitably score, so maybe just keep him and see how it goes. You got Wood on the bench, Milenkovic, Ronaldo, Dubravka at home. Don't mind Dubravka, at all. In fact, I might do Dubravka over Sells. You've got Sells in goal against Arsenal. Away. I will be at that game, by the way. I have an Arsenal season ticket. I will send some footage of that game whilst I'm there via my YouTube channel. Very good team. You've got a lot of captaincy choices as well. I quite like Mateta against Sunderland at home. He's on pens. He's going to be the main man with Sarr, I think, with Eze gone, should I say. FPL Jack's in the bloody chat. There he is, Jack Attack. Friend of the channel. The big news, guys, is that you need to get rid of Mark Guiu because he's gone back to Chelsea. If you have 3 Chelsea players already, you may want to plan for that. I have him in my team, and it's something that FPL Lima brought to our attention, and it is all very important stuff. But Traction, great to have you here. Good looking team, nothing wrong with this. I would think about maybe doing Dubravka instead of Sells. Dubravka's decent, and I think he'll make some good saves. It's a coin toss though, isn't it? Because it's Arsenal or Liverpool. I would just back the home fixture, maybe. Just a thought. And I don't mind Wood over Watkins. But again, probably a coin toss on that one. Aston Villa are just, they've lost it, haven't they? They've completely lost it. Did I miss anyone? Oh yeah, Foxy. Sat at lowly 8 mil, but holding up the FPL HQ tail nicely, lower than the snake's belly. You got Electric Steve on the bench, love that. Love a bit of Electric Steve. Wan-Bissaka. Don't even know how to say this name. Croupy Jr. Croupy Jr. Croupy Jr. Pedro Porro. You got Sanchez, Pedro Porro, Williams, Van der Ven defense. All very away fixtury. Did you wildcard last game week or something? Because you've got... Oh, Foxy, you've had a shocker, haven't you? You've had a shock. You captained Wood last week, didn't you? I don't know what you do with this team. This is rough, man. I mean, it's fixable, but you've... have you wildcarded? FPL Lucy telling you better times are coming. Foxy, what have you got cooking up your sleeve here? Let's just have a quick check on... We've got 187 people watching across YouTube and X this evening. Great to have you all here. It is a pleasure. So this is just the start of my casual streaming series where I just come on and we just go through X and chat about teams and stuff. If you're new around here, it is a pleasure to be doing this. I have such a ball doing these streams, and it's really fun to just like learn about this new weird thing that I would never think of doing, you know. I mean, I've been streaming for like over a year now, but still, it's still like a new experience for me. Foxy's free hitting next week. Okay. Well, I'll be live tomorrow as well, so why don't you send me your free hit team and we'll have a look into it. Or we could build one together, whatever works, mate. Happy to help. Alright, it's 20 to 9. It's got to be bedtime. Guys, it is an absolute pleasure as always. Thanks so much for joining me on this historic deadline day. The big news is that Mark Gahey's transfer has collapsed, it looks like. Plenty of other news that has taken place as well. What a time to be alive. Liverpool are going to win the league. VAR is breaking everything. VAR's screwed. Liverpool are winning the league. The Premier League is overspending every other league in Europe by three times, which is mental combined. Don't forget that. Are we ruining football? Is the Premier League ruining football? These are all things that we should perhaps think about. There it is. There's the spending. Absolutely wild. We've spent more than Serie A, Bundesliga and Ligue 1 and La Liga combined in the summer of 25-26. Unreal scenes. I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay hydrated and remember, FPL is not a substitute for a warm life. Peace out.